We worked that.
But there were a couple of basement citizens for us.
All right, let's go to Mountain Crest real quick then.
It's, if we give it.
Is that what you want to do? All right, we're gonna,
No break.
hearing item D. We're gonna hearing item D, I'm sorry, we didn't take a break. Hearing item D, Mountain Crest, Rick Brown. Notice of violation, third and fourth quarter.
Back in October 29th, I sent a letter of notice of violation to Aqua Texas concerning Mountain Crest for the third quarter with 34% loss and a $9,700 possible fine. At that board meeting on November 18th, the board decided that Mountain Crest Aqua Texas would implement a leak detection on their entire system by January 31st and report the findings to the district. I had not heard from Aqua Texas. I had sent emails, phoned them, and a letter. On January 25th, again, I sent a letter for not only the third quarter at 34% loss, but also the fourth quarter at 44% loss, of possible fines of $19,900. And that's why they're here today, is to talk about that issue.
All right. Are you here, Brent, to speak about that?
I am here. I'm Brent Ray with Aqua Texas to talk about the Mountain Crest. Well, we generally disagree with your Rule 9 as far as the waste is concerned. We have been told by our legal counsel that they will be taking up this now with Htgcd. That's why we haven't responded to the emails or to the letters. We have also did the leak detection test anyway for Mountain Crest. Didn't find any substantial leaks for that large amount of unaccounted for water. We also did a water meter audit where we went to each meter to make sure that this meter went to this house, and each house had a meter associated with it so that no one was taking water without us knowing about it. That came out, we had 92 connections, we have 92 meters, everything showing like it's supposed to as far as the water audit was. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to be isolating the system to see if we can't find high pressures or low pressures in the system that might indicate where a leak might be. But we are moving forward on that ourselves. But as far as the fines and stuff like that, our attorneys are going to be responding to that.
Rick, did you notify Rick that y'all done because the last meeting I remember down in Wimberley, y'all said y'all were going to do that test.
No, I did not inform Rick that we've done.
Was that?
I just missed that. So that was not intentional.
Because I think that's what
I would say, Brent, I've been over backwards to work with y'all.
Yes, you did.
And I think I've shown extremely good faith in talking with you and anybody from your organization. But if you want to do it the legal way, I understand. I absolutely hate it. I think it's not productive. But if that's what everybody wants to do,
well, that's why we're moving forward ourselves with the additional leak detection and also looking to see what we can find out there. It's not that we're stopping and not doing anything at all. It's that we're moving forward ourselves. But as far as addressing the legal, the fines and everything like that.
I think if you just would communicate with people,
Well,
there's no reason. I didn't think it should get here. And I'm surprised that's where it's going, but I do understand in a big organization, everybody's gotta do what they gotta do.
I'm just doing what I'm told. As long
We're
as
a small fish in the ocean.
our legal department said, you know, that they're gonna deal with it, and that's how it's presented to me.
So Brett, what your legal department's saying is that they don't believe that line loss is waste, and therefore Rule 9 is not a valid rule?
I'm going to let
Unaccounted for water is not line loss.
So you're saying that unaccounted for water is not line loss. Well, I understand that, but leaks in the system, you're saying that's not waste. Is that what they're asserting?
I'm going to let you talk to our attorney.
But Brent, you did everything, you said you were gonna do at that last meeting, you didn't find a leak. You didn't find any major leaks. So really, you got 34% loss here, and you don't know what happened.
We can't find it exactly. At this time, we
I
can't.
mean,
We have.
I understand that, I mean, I've done it before, I know that sometimes it's just a ghost in the line, whatever you want to call it, but gosh, I wish you had just called Rick, and Rick said, we're doing our part, we just can't find it. We could have, given you a little more time.
But there's people that I have to.
I understand.
You know, that are above me that tell me what to do, and this is what they're telling me to do. It was not my intention not to talk to Rick or not to call him back. It was something that I was told to do.
All right, I will like to make a motion. Go ahead.
I just have a question.
No, please, wait, I'm sorry.
So Greg, in terms of the notice violation and then issuing a fine, what is the limitations of the board, or what are our options in terms of issuing a fine at this point, and since they're not willing to follow Rule 9?
Well,
Does that seem irrelevant?
I don't think that you should, we probably ought to have that discussion in executive session.
Yeah.
You have a number of options available to you. I don't like the term fine. We can talk about different penalties, we can talk about settlements, we can talk about civil penalties. You all figure out which way you want to go.
So do you recommend we have an executive session to talk about that right now?
I would recommend we have an executive session if the intent is to try and come up with a dollar figure to present to Dr. Texas. We should have an executive session to discuss that first. And the intent is to move to the next step without necessarily saying you owe us money, and that's a different matter.
I would like to, my intent will be, my motion is going to be to move to the next step. The next step, this part's new to me too. The next step does what? We're having this hearing now.
Don't you think we should have the council again before we decide?
Oh, we may need to. I just.
Yeah, why would we go to executive session and talk about all that? You can have.
All right, we're going to go into executive session at this time on this hearing matter. Y'all can just step outside real quick. We'll try to knock this right out. The only ones in executive session. Yeah, turn off. You could turn off all your cameras.
Yeah, I did that.
No, they're one.
They were recording.
I looked at this option.
We're recording.
CC turned to
We're trying to record back on. We're now going to be in executive session.
This is my first executive session.
That's my second.
Yeah, you said right down the time.
So we went into executive session at 5:10 or 6:10. 6:10.
Is your clock off right now?
Yeah, I can't. I want it to be.
You need to announce the date and time of the back in open session.
All right, we're back in open session from executive session at 6:10 on the 21st of February, 2011.
I'd like to make a motion here, or we?
Do we have a motion from executive session?
No.
Nope. So, excuse me.
I'll make a motion.
No decision was made in executive session. If you'd like to discuss it further in open session, you may, or you may just make a motion and then discuss the motion.
I'd like to discuss it in open session some more.
Okay.
And that's without a motion, we can discuss it.
You can.
Brent, you've said pretty much you were here to come say what you have to say, and you can't say anymore.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, as far as the fines and
But you
penalties are
You have admitted that y'all did do a test looking for a water leak,
Yes, we did.
and you have looked at the meters.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
And we're going to continue. Our next step is to isolate the system into certain zones and see if we can try to make some determinations from that.
Okay.
So, what I'm saying is, as far as the fines and penalties, I can't speak to those.
Got it. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Make a motion? Yeah, if you'd like to.
I'd like to make a motion on this whole deal to offer, what's the correct word?
Compromise and settlement agreement.
Compromise and settlement agreement of $2,500 to Aqua Texas, and we'll need proof that they've done the test, the proof of the test.
Yeah.
That's my motion.
We should be able to get that.
Second? Second. Any other talking about it?
I'd like to say, Mr. Brett, this bumfuzzles me, I'll be honest. I'm not a litigious person. I don't want to fine anybody. But by the same token, I'm a man, I'm going to stand here. If you're going to tell me your lawyer is going to sue us, we'll get to it. I mean, we'll do it. I don't want that. I'd rather just, you sound like you did the right thing.
I just failed to let Rick know what was going on, and
There's nobody on this board that wants to nail you. You know, I don't.
I know we're working
You've
with
been-
y'all, we're doing, you have to remember, it's not me.
I understand. But that's my motion, and I think that's fair. It's not overly taxing. It gives you a chance.
We would just, I think, as a board member, I just want the leaks. If there's a leak or if there's a unaccounted for
You know,
water, just tell us where to account for it somewhere.
we're exactly the same way. You know, if we can't find a leak, we can't fix it.
Right, you can, exactly.
I'll go out
And I'm okay
and
with that.
look, I'll walk this.
We've walked the system several times. It's not like you can see puddles on a corner or in the yard or anything like that.
I'm okay with that, but if you can't communicate with us,
That
really,
was my.
I'm a phone call away. My number is on the website.
I've got your phone.
And y'all you can call me till about midnight. After midnight, I may be a little grumpy. Before midnight, you feel free to call me and let me know we have this issue, we're trying to fix this issue. And I will work, I personally do my best to work with anybody.
I mean, if you just say, hey, we're working on it, we've done this, if you just put out the paper and said this, and this, I would have made a motion to waive it and just go on and look at it and make, and see what we're doing.
There, again, you have to understand what I'm being told.
Right.
I understand.
And there's,
Any other discussion?
I would rather have this discussion with you, have a discussion looking for a job.
Anything else to say?
Well, I just do want to be on the record. I do believe that line loss is waste, and that this is a violation of our Rule 9. And I think this is an attempt of the board to, in good faith, to settle this matter once we can see the reports and we see that you all have done your, you have done the leak detection that you said you've done. And so I think this is at least a step to try to settle this, but I do think that the leaks need to be fixed.
All right. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Hearing none. Any motion for adjournment? Motion to adjourn.
We gotta close the hearing.
Oh, close the hearing.
I thought you already did.
Close, all right.
I think we closed the hearing.
Wait, we have a question?
I have a question. I guess y'all will be sending us a letter.
Settlement agreement. And it is an offer of compromise and settlement.
Yes.
Okay.
Make a motion to
Not
adjourn.
an administrative.
I think we should close and shove it in.
What? Making a motion to close, do something.
I second that motion.
Who made a motion? Make a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion to close. Well, shall we get?
Can we send them to the chair?
Okay, yeah, I know what was going on there.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? David Baker.
Jimmy's is garbage.
I should have said, look, you know, this is what's going on.
847.
That's actually, your function. It's something. Because of this sleeping a lot, it's just, it's something where it's not reporting what's happening.
Appreciate what you do.
Hey, that's zero. That's double zero.
I love the line he's talking about 55. He said, you try to
Is this our sheet?
No.